Our next topic is suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which the solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. Example, chalk water mixture, muddy water mixture. In the chalk water mixture is a suspension of fine chalk particles in water, while muddy water is a suspension of soil particles in water. Children, you have to keep it in your mind one thing, and that is in suspension, solute particles do not dissolve in water. So, in a suspension, solid particles and water always remain separate. Properties of suspension. Number one, suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. It means in suspension, the solute particles do not dissolve in water. Number two, the particles of suspension can be seen by naked eyes. Children, if we shake some chalk powder in water, then suspension of milky chalk and water is got. And if we see this suspension of chalk powder and water, then the fine particles of chalk can be seen in the water. Number three, the particles of suspension scatter a beam of light passing through it, because the particles of suspensions are quite bigger that they can reflect the light passing through them. That's why they make the path visible also. Number four, a suspension is unstable. If the suspension of chalk powder and water is kept for some time undisturbedly, then after some time the chalk powder is settled down at the bottom of the beaker. So the suspension is unstable. Number five, its particles can be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. And if we filter the suspension of chalk powder in water, then the particles of chalk powder remains as a residue on the filter paper, while we get clear water as a filtrate. Our next topic is colloidal solution. A colloid is a kind of a solution in which the size of solute particles is intermediate between those in solution and those in suspension. Example, blood, ink, jelly, milk, soap solution, etc. Students, in the colloidal solution, the solute particles are bigger than solution and smaller than the suspension. Means colloidal solution में solute के particles जो होते हैं वो particles in solution से बड़े होते हैं और particles of suspension से छोटे होते हैं. Next, the properties of a colloidal solution. Number one, a colloid is a heterogeneous mixture. Children, in the first appearance, the colloid is to be seen as a homogeneous mixture. It appears to be a homogeneous big mixture, but actually the colloidal solutions are the heterogeneous mixture, because the particles are bigger than the solution and smaller than the suspension. So they remains in a bulk, and that's why we are unable to see them with the naked eyes. If we want to see the particles of the colloidal solution, then we have to use a high power microscope. Number two, the most of Most of the colloidal particles cannot be seen even with a simple microscope because they remain in the bulk of the medium. That's why individually they are unable to see with the naked eye, even with a simple microscope. If we want to see the particles of the colloid, then we have to use the high powered microscope. Number 3, colloids are big enough to scatter a beam of light passing through it. इसके पार्टिकल्स इतने बड़े होते हैं कि ये अगर इन पर एक बीम ऑफ लाइट डाली जाए, then the beam of light can be scattered easily because the size of the particles are enough bigger, quite bigger, so that they can reflect the light passing through it. And the scattering of light by colloidal solutions is known as the Tyndall effect. Number 4, a colloid is quite stable. If a colloidal solution is kept undisturbedly for some time, then their particles never settle down on the bottom as a residue, as a sediments. That's why the colloidal solution is quite stable. Number 5, the particles of colloid cannot be separated by filtration, as the particles are very small, so that they cannot be filtered by the filter paper by the process of filtration, and that's why they go through with the solution. Okay, for their separation, here a special mechanism is used, and that is known as the centrifugation method. Thank you.